That was a playoff atmosphere, a playoff feel against Atlanta today?
Yeah, I think the crowd was pretty good and pretty into it, and it was a pretty good atmosphere in the stadium, and it felt like a playoff game.
Seeing them attack the way they did against you, and then of course you going after them, did you take some form of advantage, do you feel, for if you do face them in the wild card game?
I think they started out the game very well, building out of the back, and we couldn't really figure out our spacing in midfield in order to close them down, and they had a few chances. And then after, I don't know, maybe 20 or 25 minutes, I thought we had a total grasp on the game. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, which is ultimately going to be very important in the playoffs. So we'll see.
Can you please, at least with some of the young players in particular, how they stood up, a lot of physical pressure in this game?
Yeah, so Atlanta fouls a lot. I think when things break down, they just foul. I wish the refs would have handled that a little bit better, so that some advantages later in the game could have been better for us. But I think the young guys have done good. Obviously, the physical part of the game comes really easy for Tyler Adams. Sean Davis, I thought, stood pretty tall today as well and covered a lot of ground. So yeah, we've gotten some good performances from some young guys. We're going to push ourselves into the playoffs.
It's particularly frustrating at the end of the game when it looked like you really were pushing and they were able to do tactical fouls, knowing that they hadn't been punished earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the ref could have given out a yellow card here and there a little bit earlier in the game, they wouldn't have been able to take some tactical fouls and take those late yellow cards. I think the refs just got to know that going in, that Atlanta is a team that fouls a lot.
Kljestan once again stands on top of his head. How difficult is it to try and get one by him?
Well, Brad's a very good goalie. Also, one of my oldest and best friends in soccer. I really wanted that long distance one to go in. He told me he didn't have a chance on it. It was always going away from him. Unfortunately, the post got in the way. It was his best friend tonight. But he also, I guess, it was hard for me to see, but he made an unbelievable save on Bradley Wright Phillips, I guess. No joke. Brad's a very good goalie. There's obviously many reasons why he's on the national team.
We've seen the success of some teams that finished lower in the playoff standings. Are you guys taking away any motivation from teams like Portland and Seattle over the years that have found that success in those knockout stages?
Well, yeah, I think you can see that lower teams go into the playoffs without the heavy pressure of having finished as a top seed or having that first round bye, and also gaining momentum by winning that play-in game. So we know we're going on the road for that play-in game, and it's going to be very tough. But if we win that, it sets us up nicely to go on a nice little run.
Sacha, end of a difficult week for U.S. soccer and so on. I mean, it's an adverse we're going to see for this league, but maybe with your experience in Europe and your experience over here, I don't even know if there's a question or maybe just an observation
of the national team.
Yeah.
I just think that going forward, there's got to be some changes. Hopefully from top to bottom. Seen what Germany has done when they did that. See what Iceland has done now, a tiny nation, but that everybody is on the same page and everybody's moving in the same direction, that we have one goal in mind. That would be the best for me.